Hello! So, it's been a while. I haven't really felt like filming anything. Well, that's a lie. I felt like filming a lot, and when it came down to actually filming, I decided not to. I'm not sure. I think I just need to get out of this funk. And for some reason today, I've been wanting to film, but I don't really have anything to film. I haven't been keeping my photocards to store away. I don't have a haul to film or anything like that. So I thought I'd just update you guys on where I am. Essentially like a photocard collection video. It's been a while since I did one of those too. Also, it's been a while since I filmed, so I'm kind of out of it. I don't remember how to film. But I'm essentially going to go through my binders. My collection has changed a lot. I have downsized. I don't collect as many groups, but I have upsized. I collect more within those groups, I guess. So technically, I haven't downsized shit. So, yeah, let's get started, I guess. This is my other group's binder, I think. My binders are all white. I don't know which one's which. Okay. So I would have like a white sleeve here, like this, and also placeholders. I just realized my binders look like crap. I really shouldn't be filming right now. But I've been using black cardstock in these places, but I might be switching it to black sleeves. But I'm currently using my black sleeves for twice. But I kind of want to do something else with twice. I'll explain it when I get to the twice portion of this video. But ignore any empty spots. They're for fillers. All my placeholders are set. I just didn't feel like cutting more fillers. So this is for Espa. So I am collecting Winter. And basically just their album cards. I did keep these postcards because, as you can tell, I've been obsessed. I really just painted my nails and they're all messed up right now. Yay! I'm obsessed with like lavender and lilac lately. So next up we have Dreamcatcher. These binders are so dirty. It's disgusting. I am disgusting myself. I collect Shein. Like older album cards, I have like nothing. But like the later you get, the more filled up it is. So I don't think this has changed. Probably these are new. After that I collect EU from Everglow. And I mainly collect album cards. If I do get like pre-order photo cards, then I'll add them in, but they are never a priority. And I don't make placeholders for them because I did that and I got overwhelmed. I do collect bigger stuff as well. I am one of those weird people that actually enjoys bigger inclusions. I mostly enjoy postcards, like 4x6 postcards or 5x7 postcards. But I do enjoy bigger inclusions. Then for Golden Child, I still collect G-Bum. This hasn't changed at all. I'm not sure what the purpose of this video is, but here, look at my collection and see how behind I am. Someday I'm gonna finish Yes. Someday. Then this is just a full set of the pre-order postcards. For Game Changer, I didn't buy the albums. I have come to the conclusion that buying albums isn't good for me financially because shipping usually costs more than the album, so I'd rather just get the cards later on. Or if I do buy albums, it's only because I found a good deal. Yuck. And this is for their new one. And then I got, like, I wasn't planning on collecting non-album, non-pre-order cards for G-Bum, but I got this Season's Greetings card in a set. And then for Eyes One, I collect Yena. I had decided to collect, I think, top 3 for Eyes One, and then, like, a full set of Bloom Eyes, but only like one card of the 2 cards that look the same per member, but I decided against that just because I would rather focus on alt groups. And you know, IZ*ONE is pretty high up on my list of girl groups. Since they're disbanded, they're not really an alt group. And I'm still missing a few Yena cards. But I do want to like expand my Yena collection and like collect non-album cards as well, like her Japanese trading card sets and then other random non-album stuff. And then this is for Oh My Girl. I collect Mimi and very slowly. Just funny because I used to collect Mimi when they debuted and then I stopped. And now I have to get all those cards back. Yay! Anyways, I had also decided to collect full sets for Oh My Girl. A few full sets for Remember Me, Bungie, and then like OT7 for all of Dun Dun Dance. But I decided against that just because it was a lot of cards. And again, Oh My Girl are pretty high up my girl group bias list. They're not an alt. So I decided to just cut back down to Mimi. I have some cards for IZ*ONE and Oh My Girl coming in my next Neokyo haul. So those will be up for sale and trade when I get them, but I don't have them on hand at the moment. Because the Dun Dun Dance cards are kind of really easy to get and they're not really expensive because so many people bought albums for fan signs and stuff like that. They're like all over Mercari Japan for pretty cheap. But I haven't even finished my Mimi collection yet, so why am I focusing on expanding when I should finish like the priority first, right? After that, it's Purple Kiss. I collect Doshi. So first album is done. I haven't started on the second album. I was also planning on collecting top 3 for Purple Kiss, but I decided against that as well, just to focus on one member. Maybe in the future I will go back, but I feel like Purple Kiss are a little bit higher up the bias list than IZ*ONE and Oh My Girl, so that might happen. And then these are a bunch of pre-orders that I got for the Into Violet era. And then, like I forgot to mention, but there's a group missing from this binder and it's Pixie. I decided to collect Pixie, but as of right now, I'm unsure who to collect. I cannot pick a bias between 2 members. And I'm also debating on collecting full group for Pixie because I have like stored up my bias list, but I want to like be sure this time before collecting full group in case like later on I decide not to, and then I have all these cards that I have to trade or sell away, which is how I have 2 3-inch binders full of cards to sell and trade away because I am impulsive. But this time I want to be sure, plus I would really like to figure out a bias first. It's in between Setbyol and Lola, and right now they're like tied and I don't know who is my bias. So honestly, I might end up collecting full group for Pixie, so that's why they're not in here yet. And then the last group in this binder is Stray Kids, and I collect Chan. I did collect Lino for like a hot second as well, and then I was collecting some full sets for like pages that, because like this has 4 cards plus the unit, so I had like 4 Chan and 4 Linos, but like this has 6. So I had 4 Chan, 4 Linos, and then 2 full sets. I decided against that as well. Because as much as I love Stray Kids, there are other boy groups that are above Stray Kids that I don't even collect full sets for. So I'm not gonna do that with Stray Kids, since collecting Chan is hard enough. Not that he's a hard member to collect. It's just, I wanna like expand my Chan collection. Like my Yena collection, I want to collect non-album, pre-order, Japanese cards, finish just Taiwanese cards. I'm missing 1. And like I want to just expand. This is my no easy collection for now. I do have the other one like this on the way, and then I have a trades site lined up for another one of his normal photo cards. And then I did manage to get the limited set, even though I didn't buy any albums. It was pretty cheap though, it was like 10 bucks, the whole thing. And then I have his Taiwanese cards and then pre-orders. Like I want to get more of his pre-orders, but they're pretty expensive. And then some bigger cards. And then that is it for this binder. The table is wobbly. And then we will move on to second tier groups, I guess, groups that are not quite alts yet, but are almost there. I don't have an explanation for that binder. And you live on what used to be a highway, and there's a lot of transport trucks. Okay, so I used to say this was like my not quite alt binder yet. There's only 3 groups in here, but FT Island is in here, and I consider FT Island an alt. So I don't know what this binder is. Groups that I don't have enough cards for their own binder. Starts off with Enhypen. And with Enhypen, ooh, that page is wrinkly. With Enhypen, I collect Heesung mainly, but I also collect things that come in sets. So like season's greetings or like special packages or something like that. And with the new comeback, I collect a little bit more. So like these came in the album, the Border Day 1 album. So I kept all of them, and then for the album cards, I only collected Heesung, and then I want to collect more of his pre-order cards or lucky draw cards and all of those expensive things. But right now, I only have this Messima one, and I had like marked every single one that I need, and I had like a specific space for them and stuff like that. But that was just making me overwhelmed because I had like empty pages, and it was depressing. Like this space is really actually for the Weavers pre-order, but since I don't have the Weavers pre-order and I had this one lonely Messima card on a second page by itself, I felt like what was the point? So it's there for now, and when I get more I'll rearrange, but this is all I have. And then this is the Season's Greetings. I know this isn't official. A bunch of people have told me that it's not official, but it's cute and it fills up the space really nicely. So I'm gonna keep it there, and it looks official, so it's fine. Because look at the back. Looks official. And then for N-Connect, I'm missing one of his solo ones, and then I have like none of the unit or special ones, and I also had like a page here all set up for it, but it was empty and it was pissing me off. So I took it out. This is for the Ngugu package, and everything where there's a colored sleeve, I forgot to mention that before, but everywhere where there's a colored sleeve, it's a placeholder, a card is gonna go there. And everywhere that it's a black sleeve, it's a filler. People seem to get those two confused. A filler is to fill the space, a placeholder is to hold the place. Oh, I like that. It rhymed. Anyways, moving on. Then I have all the Polaroids from the Ngugu package, as well as the bigger inclusions, which these always end up crooked on the back. And then we move on into Border Carnival, which I have all the tickets that came in the album. And then I have all of Heesung's cards on this page. And then I do want to collect a group, but I'm missing the up. What's the up? Up, yeah. The up version of the group. And then I have some pre-orders slash lucky draws. These are lucky draws. And this is a Shopee pre-order, and this is the Weavers pre-order. I do want to get more, but I had like 3 pages, I think, that were half empty. So I decided to combine them all into one, and when I get more in the future, possibly, I'll rearrange it. And I forgot to point this out, but in my last video, I think I didn't sleeve my cards. I decided to sleeve my cards again. It's not really a preference that I don't like sleeving my cards, so I do like sleeving my cards. Is I had like changed all my 9 pocket pages to new ones, and I didn't want to stretch them out quite yet. So I wasn't saving them, and I was using paper as placeholders and fillers for both. And when I decided to switch to a different type of placeholder that I was doing, that I don't think any of you saw, I had to use cardstock because I was using Sharpie and it was bleeding through, and I didn't like that. So I had to re-sleeve my cards and then use cardstock. So I didn't want to buy new sleeves, like new sleeves. But the ones that I have are really dingy and gross. Doesn't look that bad on camera though, but in person they look absolutely awful. But I used to be able to buy 600 packs for $30-some. Now it's $150. And I'm not about that life. So gonna reuse these old dingy sleeves. I don't have enough for everything. So one specific group is using colored sleeves because I only had approximately 1,200 to deal with. Because I had 2 packs of 600, give or take a few that got damaged or lost. Anyways, moving on. This is for the Japanese album. I only have, I think these are like the common ones you get in the album. And then this is a flyer from Tower Records. Now this is for the new album, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, I don't know yet, I want to see what the backs look like first. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the hollows over here and the normal album cards here because they have a dark back. And then the essential photo card here because it has a white back. The hollow and the essential have a white back. And then the normal album card has a colored back. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I didn't pull any heatsink in my albums. And then this is going to be a 222 pattern for the group cards. Pulled this one in my essential version. And then I decided for the Odysseus version, I am going to collect the full group. Minus heatsink because he's going to be on his own page, so it's going to be a 3/3 corner pattern. I don't want to do the 222 because I don't like this layout. But it actually works really well for this because it's 2 cards of the same concept side by side. I don't want to do that here. I don't know why. Just not really a fan of the 222 layout unless it's 2 cards of the same thing side by side. So I am collecting the normal album card set. I pulled Sunu, and then the hollow card set I pulled Sangun, and then for the essential, I didn't pull any of this version. So what I don't like is they decided to do the beach theme, the orange cards. They could have switched the Charybdis version to be orange. It would have matched so much better than the blue. Hello, I want to talk with whoever designed all of this. Like, not cool. It makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. Anyways, and this is just a page for random heatsink things. This is the pillow photo card. This is the Japan version because it has the rounded corners. And then we have the Hybe Insight postcards and big photo cards. Okay, that's it for Enhypen. We move on to FT Island. And for FT Island, I collect Minhwan, but I also collect some full sets. So if you don't know, there is something that happened with a member of FT Island and members of other K-pop groups a few years ago that was not cool. It was very, 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 very not cool. And unfortunately, that member was my ultimate bias. I have a shit taste in men, because this isn't the first time this has happened to me. But it's funny how I used to like say that member was my bias, but I would also always say that Minhwan was like husband material. If I were to marry somebody in FT Island, it would be Minhwan. I guess my intuitions were right about that one. Anyways, I used to collect all members of FT Island, and then when that happened, I paused my FT Island collection. It wasn't even the rest of the members' fault, but I just paused it and I didn't want to look at them. Then the members enlisted and stuff like that, so it gave me a break. I had time to heal, time to reappreciate FT Island as OT4/OT3, and it just, I'm glad that I had that small break, that I wasn't forced into it like head first. And now I am enjoying collecting FT Island again. So I collect Minhwan and then the groups with that particular member's face covered in stickers. And I also collect certain full sets. That was a big explanation. That wasn't necessary because nobody cares about FT Island. Anyways, so I have some bigger Minhwan cards over here. This thing keeps moving. And then as you can see, that said member's face is covered in stickers, and they're Monster High stickers. I love Monster High. So these are the Korean album cards, and this is they had a comeback right after that member got kicked out. So it was a comeback with 4 members before Seunghyun left. So I do want to get all of those cards because these cards have like colored backgrounds, and I really like that. So I'm gonna get all of these. This is originally the card that I originally pulled in my album, and then I was collecting Minhwan, so of course I had those ones. And so a lot of these are like, the full sets are integrated throughout because I felt it was weird having like 2 Minhwan cards on one page and then 4 on another. So and then Minhwan is the youngest, so he's always at the end. So here it ended up being really cohesive with like these 2 Minhwan cards, then the full set, and then these 2 Minhwan cards. And then I kept the full set for these 2 because first of all, this photocard set is one of the 3 photocard sets that made me want to collect FT Island. Then I bought it sealed and I pulled this honky card. And this photocard set is also another one of my favorite photocard sets. And I also really like this song. It's called Raining, by the way. And then when FT Island started doing groups, there were 2. So Minhwan in the middle and groups on the side. I'm missing a lot of groups is basically what I'm missing. And then this is a full set, the 2 groups here, full set. And then this is a full set as well. And then this as well. So couldn't put 2 full sets on one page, so I had no choice but to do that. And this page is kind of a mess. We have Minhwan in the groups, and then they started doing 1 group instead of 2. So I have this is the second set of photocards that made me want to collect FT Island. So 1 group, and then this release had no group. So it kind of fits really well. And then here I just decided to collect Minhwan and the group. Like, nobody cares about FT Island. These are DVD cards. I decided to keep my full set of Cheerful Sensibility because it's baby FT Island. This is like in 2008. 2007! This is when they debuted. And then this Jajin card is my most expensive card overall. I bought it on Yahoo Auctions. Nobody uses Yahoo Auctions anymore. A long time ago. And it was really expensive. It was like $80 with the fee, but I am obsessed with this card. Absolutely obsessed with it. And when I started recollecting FT Island again, like this past summer or spring, I found this card listed for $5 on Mercari Japan. Yay! And then these are the rest of Minhwan's cards. And then we get into DVD postcards. And I am absolutely obsessed with postcards, as you may know, but I am absolutely obsessed with concert postcards. Obsessed! And having 4 members just fits so perfectly here. And then sometimes they have groups, but not all the time. And a lot of the older ones I'm done. Like the ones that I'm missing the most of are the new ones that I haven't even touched yet. So I have like full sets of pretty much the older ones. Then here I'm missing one. And here I'm missing 2. And then they switched their size and they went slightly bigger, and I'm still pissed about that. But it still works out because 4. And then they started doing, oh, I only have like 1 for this. And then they started doing a normal version and then a prima donna version. Prima donna is their fan club, and there's like, you know, like a lot of groups will have like fan club specific versions. FTLN does that too a lot in Japan. So there's 2 postcards for this, and I have both of Minhwan's, but like if I decide to like start investing money in this again, I think I'm just gonna get 1 of each member, and it really won't matter like if it's the normal version or the prima donna version. I'm just gonna start with 1, and then I'm just gonna keep this extra Minhwan. And then I can't remember what chronological order it comes after, if it's the one right after, or like there's like 4 or 5 that I'm missing after this. So yeah, this is a special card, and this is a freebie that somebody gave me when we traded for FTLN cards. It's Minhwan with Jae. You didn't know Minhwan's a dad, so yeah. And then I do collect solo stuff for FTLN members, so I have Honky's Your Beautiful Star cards here. I think I'm missing a few. And then his solo cards, finally complete. Finally was able to trade for the last 2 ones that I need, but I still need 2 postcards. And then the last group in here is P1 Harmony, and I collect Jongsub, and these 2 are album cards. These 2 are pre-orders for Standout, and then for Breakout, these 4 are album cards. And then I do have the bigger inclusions for this album, and then all of these are pre-orders. I do want to collect all of Jongsub's pre-orders, like for Heesung, but I have them all like planned out, and he had like 3 pages of Breakout pre-orders, and I wasn't about that life because I only have 8. So I condensed them, and this is non-album stuff. So this is from their photo book. Oh, these, which is called Play Here, and then this is from their fan meeting, Time to Move Out. I hope I got that right. Either that or it's the opposite. Then I have a bookmark back here. This binder took too long. We're gonna move on to, I'll do In Flying next. Keep up with the FNC theme. So this is my In Flying binder. It's kind of full because I decided to do something stupid, and I decided to collect OT5 again. I had stopped collecting OT5 at So Tong era, which was end of 2020 is when I just stopped collecting full groups for any group. And I was just focusing on biases, and I was collecting way too many groups, and it was too much. And I really like collecting full groups, so I wanted to recollect full groups for In Flying Ace. It's gonna be a work in progress. I'm not looking to finish this in the next few months. It's gonna be a few years. It's gonna be a lot of cards to get back. I'm in no rush. Again, still mainly focusing on my biases, which my bias in Flying is Sync-Up. So that is who I have the most of in this binder, and I collect pretty much everything in Flying. So like rare cards, I collect Sync-Up. Cards that come in set, I do get the whole set. So I do have a lot of cards. Even before I decided to collect OT5 again, this binder was pretty full, and it's a 3-inch. And Flying have a lot of stuff that like nobody knows about, so I have a hard time getting in. So like these are all like album cards that like I need to get. Whoa, what are you doing? These are concert stickers. I have this binder separated by era. So like the first thing after a separation is an album comeback, and then after that is everything that happened in between that album and the next separation. So Yahoo is so pathetic because there's 2 cards per member and I'm still missing 1 Synghyeob from each set. Some merch stuff, season's greetings, fanship. This is more concert merch. I love postcard sets. Love postcard sets. This is from their first light stick. And then we get into Sotong era, where for big cards I still only collect Synghyeob. Just because I don't like. Here I am saying I love postcards and I love big inclusions, and here I am saying, well, I don't like them. I don't like this size. If they were postcards, I would definitely collect them all. But Flying has been doing this size for the past 4 albums now. And posters, not a fan. If they were postcard size, I would collect them all. And then for album cards, I literally just have Synghyeob because I sold them all. Stupid posters. Pre-order cards. And then concert merch. This Sun postcard is like my favorite. It's so bright and colorful and I love it. This is CF stuff, kinda. I don't even know how to explain this. Synghyeob has like a series where they go camping, and these photos were a collaboration with Lips, and they did it again this year, so I need to get more of those. There's unit ones too that I would like to get. Season's greetings. And then we move into Synghyeob solo, which I have all the cards for. There's a lot of cards for a solo. Merch. Pre-orders. I had, what, 4 pages of pre-orders all set up with every single site and stuff, and then I got depressed because, nobody actually collects on Flying, and if they do, Synghyeob is the most expensive member. So, it's really hard to get his stuff. I have like the easy ones like K-Town For You, MMT, Makestar. Nope, and Flying doesn't do Makestar. K-Town For You, MMT, FNC Shop, and With Fans. Those are the only ones I have. Fanship. And then already a new era, which is not the most recent era, but kind of the most recent era. This is Man on the Moon. I don't have any fillers. I'm missing a few, but I still have my pulls, so. Also, somebody wanted to gift me some of these, and I said no. Because who do I think I am accepting gifts? Why would somebody gift me something? So we ended up trading. So I have a few more of these coming. And then these are pre-orders. I am missing a lot. This is the Kino. I actually pulled this. My first time buying a Kino, and I pulled my bias. What are the odds of me pulling? Like, I didn't pull him at all in my albums, and then he decided to show up in my Kino. I was like, this is the best thing I could ever ask for. Nobody was gonna trade me for Synghyeob's Kino, and I didn't want to pay an additional 30 bucks to the 40 bucks to buy Synghyeob's Kino. I'm so glad I pulled it. I'm so glad I pulled it. I'm not collecting 55 for Kinos. And this is for the new album, Turbulence. I don't have anything. That is it for the Flying binder. And then I'm gonna do Ace next, and I'm gonna keep Twice for last. Yeah. Ow, my wrist. Oh, this is my first Ace binder. It is a monster 3-inch binder that is full because I decided to collect OT5 again. Am I an idiot or what? Yes, yes you are. Because I literally only have WoW's cards. Except I have a few, the Butterfly Fantasy cards, but like, other than that, before like the recent eras, I only have WoW's cards. Again, like in flying, I separate this by era. I collect everything that comes in a set, and I collect only WoW for rarer things. So we start off with Colin, and then some merch. Then we go on to Adventures in, nope. And then we go on to Tansy and B stuff. Oh, I keep forgetting I put him in here. Still missing that lenticular. And then we go on to Adventures in Wonderland that I am only collecting WoW for this because fuck Adventures in Wonderland particularly. These standees never want to stay in. And I'm still missing 3 WoW cards and 2 units. Some Season's Greetings. This is photo book. And then we move on to Undercover. This is KCON. Merch. Concert merch. And then album cards. I have their album cards separated by member because they don't have any specific sets. And I don't want it to look not cohesive. So I'm just gonna separate them by member like I was doing before. So I have the stickers for all the members, and I have like 2 extra WoW stickers just because he's my bias and I like stickers. I also have like 2 extra Byungkwan stickers, but I'm not gonna do that for Byungkwan. But like I have nothing. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get all of these cards again, but like I said, this is gonna be a few years project, not a few months project. I had a lot of money when I first started collecting Ace because I had sold my The Boys and Stray Kids collections because I was collecting full group for those groups back then. Then I decided to sell most of them. So I had a lot of money to buy a lot of Ace things. I don't have a lot of money to buy a lot of Ace things right now because I'm focusing on Twice. These are concert merch, or fan meeting merch, I guess. These are kind of undercover. Events, Japanese music cards, Season's Greetings. So the Mad Squad, I really have nothing either. Except for WoW, who's my bias. These are MMT. Concert, broadcast, and fan signs. Fan meeting. DVD. Photo book. These have a lot of merch. It's really freaking annoying. Music cards. I have this one on the way. Twitter events. And then fanship. And then we get to the Butterfly Fantasy era. This is a light stick card, and this is like an event card for their Stand By You pre-release. And then we get to into the actual Butterfly Fantasy concept. So like I have a few cards left over for this era, but like, and then bigger stuff. And then I decided to keep the full set of these MMT pre-order postcards just because I really, really like this photo shoot. And I'm really sad that there wasn't any, like if I remember correctly, there wasn't that many pictures of it in the album, or there was none at all. So WoW is on the top because it's horizontal, and I want him to be the main, and then the group. These are pre-order cards. This is a light stick card. This technically came in a set, but stupid me just bought WoW individually. So. Then we have more fan sign merch. KCON, what? Season's greetings. Fan meeting merch in Japan. A lot of Japan fan meeting stuff. I should probably explain this. Nobody cares, but I'm gonna explain it anyways. These came in random packs, so that's why I only have everything that WoW's in it. But these postcards came in full sets. So that's why I have all of them. Same with this, these came in packs of random cards, so that's why I'm just getting everything that WoW is in. But the postcards came in full sets, and these are double-sided too. But these postcards came in full sets, so that's why I have all of them. These are the KCON 3 fanship and mini light stick, or light ring, keyring thing. Okay, so that was the first ace binder. Let's go to the second one. It is a significantly smaller binder. It's a 2-inch, I think. There's still room for it to grow. I decided when Siren Dawn came out that I was going to collect OT5 for that era specifically because I'm absolutely obsessed with the styling for this era. The photo cards are all thematic. They all have themes. They all go well together. They're so pretty. So I decided I was going to do that, and then when Changer came out, which is the repackage, it's not really a repackage, it was announced that WoW, my bias, and Donghoon, my second bias, were enlisting. So I'm like, I'm gonna collect all of Changer too. So this is Siren Dawn and Changer. I am missing 6 cards for Siren Dawn. 6 album cards, and they're mostly June. They had different types of cards as well. They have selfie cards, double-sided cards, Polaroid cards, lenticular cards. And then for pre-orders, I was going to collect full sets for the pre-orders too because they match these so well, but then I decided against it because I'm not that stupid. Still missing I'm missing 2 WoW pre-order cards. This Wide Global one, and then I'm missing the first With Fans one, and then I'm also, they had like a online concert. I'm missing the 2 photo cards for that. And then when Changer dropped, they also announced Changer merch. So there was a shirt, a hat, a dog tag, a photo card set in a tin, and some postcards with envelopes, and it was really cute. I bought all of that because I was in my feels. And these got delivered a week and a half ago. So these are the hat ones. I need to remember because June's not wearing a hat. That means those are the hat ones. The ones that came with the hat. And then June's wearing the hat. So these are the shirt ones. These ones came with the t-shirt. And then these came with the dog tag. And then these are the photo card set that came in the tin. So there's 3 sets. I love this set a lot. And then some groups. And then these postcards came with the envelope and stationery set. Then we get into Changer. So these are the first press Polaroids. These are going to be the groups. There's 3 groups, like 3 groups selfies, and then 1 group first press Polaroids, so they're going to go here. And then there's less cards than Siren Dawn, so It should be a little bit easier, but I only bought 3 albums and I haven't been buying extra cards, so I didn't join any group orders. I joined a bunch for Siren Dawn because I wanted the pre-order cards, but I didn't do that this time around. Siren Dawn made me broke. Also, the Changer merch made me broke. And then there's 7 pre-order cards for WoW, and then there's 4 units, because Make started units in one of the rounds. I am getting his Mixstar 1 card in a trade. So that is it for Ace, and now we're going to move on to Twice. I have 3 binders for Twice because I decided to collect OT9. Yes, I'm crazy, but I'm also having fun. Do you know how many people want to trade Twice cards? I traded for 11 Twice cards in one go with one person. Do you know how awesome that is? And do you know how cheap Twice cards are on Mercari Japan? So this is the first Twice binder. It is the pre-order set slash bigger inclusion slash non-album cards. I do want to collect all the pre-order sets as well, and they're fairly easy to get. Even if you don't buy the albums, they're fairly easy to get. And I didn't sleeve these, but because these pages had been stretched out by sleeves, I put colored cardstock in the back. And I was gonna do them double-sided, but some of them have groups, and I wanted to put the groups with them, so I put them on the back. So like these 2 will be double-sided, but this one won't be. These 2 will be double-sided because there's no groups and they fit, but then the rest won't be because of groups. But I'm missing quite a few. But I do have all of Jihyo's because she's my bias. So like everybody has seen these 1,000 times before. So that's why I'm going through these really fast. Nobody actually cares what would these look like. They are very pretty, so I kind of care. Then like I'm missing this one random more and more set. And then I have pages for the new album. There's too many pages, but that was what was left. Bigger inclusions. And then I am collecting a full set of these message cards. Wow, that page is dirty. I've had this page for probably like 5 years. I can't find 8 pocket pages online anymore, so. And then 1 Jihyo Japanese card. So that is the first Twice binder. Now, I don't want you to laugh at my Twice binders because they're empty, and I only have Jihyo, so like it's very high in the middle and then it droops on the side. But I promise you that the cards are okay because they're all sleeved. And because it's in the middle, it droops equally. I don't want anybody in my comments saying that it's bad for my cards. I am aware that it's bad for my cards. But that is what it is. That's how it's gonna be. I am getting quite a lot in the mail though, so hopefully it flattens out. God, this binder is so light. It's a 3-inch and it's full, but it's empty. Like I picked up that Ace binder earlier and I hurt my wrist. This is so empty. See how it droops? But it's fine. It's completely fine. They are all sleeved. It's just because I have like mostly Jihyo cards. And I had started writing and then I got like, I realized it was not necessary. So like halfway through, I stopped. And I am double-siding these. So back here will be groups for Story Begins and page 2. I do kind of want to get, you know, those Ultra Pro binders that have like the black pages in them that I can put cards on both sides. I do kind of want to get those for Twice because I think that would be a better idea than having them like this double-sided and stretching out my pages. But I don't have the money for that right now. But if I do end up doing that, I'm going to use these black sleeves as fillers instead of these black cardstocks. But like, if they have a little tab like that, that means I have it on the way. But I'm not focusing on older album cards right now. I'm mainly focusing on like What Is Love Onwards, where like there's a lot of cards, because those are usually the cheaper ones and the ones you can buy in bulk or trade for in bulk. And there's some Jihyo cards that I don't have yet, like that I used to have. I used to have these, but I sold them when I decided not to collect Jihyo for 2 seconds last year, I think it was. And now Twice is an alt. Ha 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 ha. But like these aren't priority. I do have some on the way from trades or in sets. Like this Dahyun was in a set. And like What Is Love Onwards is my priority. And I was collecting like certain sets before collecting OT9. So like the ones that I have more than Jihyo are the ones that I was collecting those sets before. So like these cards were from like previous trades in my previous Neo-Kyo haul. So like the ones that are like empty, or like the ones that I wasn't collecting. Missing this mono. There's a few sets that I'm only missing one card to complete. And I'm like, ooh, which one am I gonna finish first? So this is Summer Nights, and then yes. I did try to like make these two sets that are opposite each other match in some way. Mostly by like what they're wearing or something like that. This is for the hands. And then the Year of Yes is kind of hard to like put into sets. So what I'm doing is as soon as I get some cards, I only have like a few that came in sets. But as soon as I get some cards, I'm gonna figure out like on what page they're gonna look better and then go with that and not follow the template. And Fancy You. This is for the pink border. And Feel Special. This is for the black border and the white border. See, this one I'm only missing Nayeon, but I think I got scammed out of this Mina, or it got lost in the mail. Then More and More. I'm only missing this Chewy. And then back here is for the groups for More and More. There's 10 groups, but what I'm gonna do is there are 2 full OT9 groups, and I'm only going to collect one of them. And if I do get the other one, I don't know. I was going to say I'm going to put it on the back, but there's no back to put it on. And then the last Twice binder, which is significantly empty. It'll fill up. Twice is having a comeback soon, although I've already prepped for it in here. And there's going to be more comebacks. Funny thing is, I didn't buy the Twice albums, and I do want to get Twice albums since they're an alt, but I don't have the money right now to buy albums. Maybe later on, when I get extra money, I can go buy an album here, an album there. And Twice cards are fairly cheap, so I'm sure I'm going to be able to find bundles on Mercari Japan soon enough. I'm not too worried about it. So this starts with Eyes Wide Open. So this is for the groups. This is for the like purplish Selka set. This is for like the suit Far Away set. And then More and More. I'm doing pretty good with More and More just because I think a lot of people, it's recent, so a lot of people still have More and More cards. So I was originally collecting these 2 sets, as you can see I'm missing one Nayeon there and one Jonghyun there to be finished. And I was also collecting the lenticular sets. I'm missing one Dahyun. So I have a few sets that I'm almost completely done, and I only have one card left. And it's just going to be really interesting to see what will be my first complete OT9 set. This is for like the heart set. And then I set up for the comeback. So these are going to be for like the ID things. There's 2 versions. And then there's like I think it's called a scratch thing. And there's also a group for that, so I'm going to put it on this page with the rest of the groups that, or units that there seem to be for the normal photo cards. And then there's 6 versions of the photo cards. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then other album will start here. So that is it. I just wanted to update you guys. This is basically a photo card collection video, but I also wanted to update you guys on what I have been up to collecting wise. Personal wise, I've been up to nothing except thinking and overthinking about my collection, but I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm collecting right now. I'm having such a fun time collecting OT9 twice. It's so much fun. Collecting OT5 and flying an ace are gonna be hard, but like I said, it's only, I don't have to rush myself. Like I said, I don't have to rush myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was probably a really boring video for you guys. I hope you watched this in like 1.5 speed, or it was like in the background with my annoying voice. And I hope you enjoyed. I will try to upload more. I do have a Neokyo package coming, but like the last time I said I was gonna film my Neokyo package and I didn't. And then I said I was gonna film a storing photo cards video and I didn't. So I can't promise you guys anything. I'm kind of a flake when it comes to actually filming stuff. It's mostly work that just makes me not want to do anything. But today I'm off. I had a boost of energy. I guess today is a good day. So yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.